The War on Terrorism, including 9/11. Terrorism. Terrorism is the use of violence against people or property to try to force changes on things, and people know terrorist attacks are not new to the world. Attacks. There has been 14,000 attacks since the late 1960s. The first known attack was in 1972, and there was an attack on 11 athletes in the Olympic Games in Munich, Germany. Tactics and motives. Many terrorists target high-profile events or crowded places that include subway stations, bus stops, restaurants, or shopping malls in order to gain the most attention. Weapons. Terrorists use bullets and bombs as their main weapons, but in recent years some terrorists have used biological and chemical agents in their attacks. Reasons. Traditional motives include gaining independence, expelling foreigners, or changing society. These reasons often give rise to domestic terrorism. New terrorism. Terrorists who carried out this type of terrorism wanted to achieve political ends or destroy what they considered to be forces of evil. These terrorists were willing to use any type of weapon to kill their enemies. September 11th, 2001. Airplanes were used as destructive missiles that were loaded with fuel and flown into the World Trade Centers, and shortly after, firefighters and police officers rushed into the buildings to get people out. Conspiracy theories. Some people think that President Bush did 9/11 or that it was an inside job. More than half of Americans believe that the government is concealing information about the 9/11 attacks. Cleanup. A flood of volunteers assisted rescue workers, and iron workers helped cut through steel beams. The work at Ground Zero shifted from recovering bodies to moving the massive amount of debris. Losses. Many people lost loved ones on 9/11. 2,606 people died in the World Trade Center and around the area, including the passengers on the planes. Pentagon. 1 out of the 4 planes flew into the west wall of the Pentagon. This killed all 64 people on board and 125 people in the building. Flight 93. Passengers fought back against the terrorists on this flight, but they flew the plane into the ground. The destination of the plane was unknown, but some thought it was headed for the White House.